Here's a memorable moment on the road. Evan asked me to come out. He was shooting the show, and he was like, "Man, I want you to come out. I want you to be a part of this, what we're doing on VH1." And he was like, it's going to be a great moment. I want you to get there. You've been helping with the music, been producing. So I was like, cool. We went out to, we came out to New York. Well, actually, we were in, was it Newark? Not Newark. We was in New Jersey somewhere. And so went up. He was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a great scene. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. I promise you, it's gonna be shot well. VH1's behind." And then they started letting me know. They put you in holding rooms when they get you set up for everything. And so he comes in there. He's like, "Yeah, you gonna get to meet Mom." And I'm like, "Mom, Mom." Right? He's like, "Yeah, Mom." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I know his mom is Diana Ross, so it was time for me to shoot my scene for the shot or whatever, and we go down. And so we get there. We're in before anybody. So it's me, Evan, Ashley, and Evan's brother. And so they setting it up. They put me in position, and here comes Diana Ross walking in the room. Now, I'm not a big person that gets like starstruck or anything, but this is Diana Ross. So she's Beyonce before Beyonce, you know what I mean? So I'm walking in. She's walking in, and I'm looking at her because she's still one of the most beautiful people you will ever see in your life. And her humbleness just coming in and introducing, shaking hands. And I was able to talk to her about some stories. The studio we were in was the studio that she had recorded all her stuff at. And she started talking to me about Marvin Gaye. She was like talking to us about Marvin Gaye and how she used to hang with Marvin Gaye. Because I asked her, I was like, "How's Marvin Gaye? What's he like?" She was like, "He's one of the most creative people." And I didn't know that her brother and Marvin Gaye were ones to write, and they wrote a lot of those records together. And so she was just giving me the history, and she was talking about how she do her own makeup. I was like, "Miss Diana Ross, you do your own makeup?" She's like, I like doing my own makeup." And it was just like having those personable moments with people. It just made me realize, man, like, we get so caught up in the glitz and glamour, but people are humble. People are solid. And, we see a lot of craziness and people ego with this industry. But to know the stars, the superstars, the real stars, a lot of them are just really humble, amazing people. So the craziest industry party that I probably have ever been to, it was like an invite only kind of thing. So they tell you, hey, you're gonna meet here, you're gonna park your car on Rodeo, and they're gonna have buses, and they're gonna pick you up and take you from there. So I get there, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I ain't never done nothing like this before. It's kind of like ATL in a movie, ATL, how when they had that Drake session. But they picked us up. It was a bus full of people I never seen in my life. But I started to recognize people. I'm like, yo, that's Chris Brown. So it's a whole bunch of people that's on the bus. Now we going up to this house. And I'm like, we bus for about 5 minutes. We're going up in this house. It's real when they got statues outside their house. So I'm like, whose house is this? Nobody know whose house this is. Come to find out, it was a Playboy party. We in there, all the stars are there. It's one of the craziest houses I've ever seen in my life. One of the best parties I've ever been to, mingling with all the top of the top, the most elite in LA, in the world, pretty much. And it was just one of those nights. It's just like a night to remember. And then getting bussed back and like, yo, what did we just get ourselves into? So it was a crazy night. What's up? It's Jo Blaq with The District. I'm here with 247hh.com. Check us out, man.